So I decided to start gathering and using my lavender again. And so in keeping with one of my New Year's goals is to use up what I have before I start bringing in more. I have about half a jar of lavender. And this is all lavender that I've grown and dried, so it's all organic, it's food grade, and it's, so what I'm gonna do with it is I have some local honey here. This honey came from Copperopolis, which is about 15 or 20 miles away, so it's local, and you should probably always try to use local if you can, because the bees will get the local pollens, and so if you're eating local honey, you're starting to build an immunity to some of the local plants, immunity to allergies to the local plants. So it's always good. So this is organic as well. It's raw honey. And what I'm going to do, there's two ways you can do this, and I'm going to do it the cold way, cold infusion, I think it's called. And there's, like I said, there's two ways. You can either put it on a double boiler or in a crock pot, and you can infuse it that way. That's really quick. You can have it done by the end of the day. Or if you want to do it the cold method, you put it in a jar. Let me just show you. So this is a little over a cup. You use about 2 tablespoons of dried lavender to about a cup of honey. So this is a little over a cup. It might be bordering on a couple cups, maybe. And so I'm going to go ahead and use 3 tablespoons. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to take my honey and I'm just going to pour it over. I'm going to use the whole jar. So I want to buy more is my point. So I'm going to use up what I have, because I was on my way to buy some more, and I thought, you know what? I think I still have some honey somewhere stashed away. So I pulled out my honey pot, which is right here, and I washed it because it was empty. So my honey pot was empty. So I went ahead and I washed it, but I kept digging because I knew I had some honey somewhere. So I did find it eventually. And I think we're done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this up. And after this is done being infused, excuse me, after this is done being infused, it'll take about 4 weeks. I'll set it in the window in the sun, and it'll just get sunshine every day. I'll mix it up, shake it, not shake it hard, but just swirl it up a little bit every day. And then in 4 weeks, I'll strain it, and then I'll have honey for my oatmeal, lavender honey for my oatmeal, for my tea, for baking. I used to do this years and years ago with the lavender and sugar, and you can put it in sugar and shake it every day. Same exact thing, just keep it on a shelf and shake it. In about, I don't know, that takes a little longer. It used to take me about a month and a half or maybe 2 months before I really got that infused lavender flavor in my sugar. But so yeah, so you can do it with sugar as well. So I'm choosing honey because I'm just choosing for myself. I'm trying to just do kind of an overhaul of my life. I did a little video a couple days ago about what I was leaving in the past, and then what I hope to bring into my life. And one of the things I want to bring into my life is holistic living again. I won't go into it. I was just going to go, should I tell them all about how I used to be a holistic person? I was like, that was then, this is now. We're living in the now, not the past. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir it, make sure all that lavender is covered up, make sure all that honey is in there. Looks so good. Oh, it smells amazing. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. I hate it when they say that on TV. Oh, it smells so amazing, or it tastes so amazing. I wish you could blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, I can't, so stop wishing that for me. God, I'm kind of in a feisty mood today. What's going on with me? I don't know. Okay, so done with this. I hardly even put a dent in my lavender. What else can I do with it? I could make a lavender pillow, a sleep pillow with it. Maybe I'll do that soon. So I'm going to just go ahead, seal this up, and put it in my windowsill. Looks like Louis' carrots are done, so I'm going to go ahead and strain those, let them cool, and put those in the refrigerator so he'll have some soft carrots when I give him his food. I like to give him a little treat on top of his food. Sometimes it's pureed pumpkin, sometimes it's persimmons, sometimes it's cooked apple. This time it's going to be some cooked carrot. I think today I'm going to have some Jasmine Fairy Delight tea. So my teapot, my kettle belonged to my mother, and she lost the whistle years ago. I don't even know where she got it. But I'll tell you, it's been on her stove. It sat on her stove my entire life. As long as I can remember, that tea kettle sat on my mother's stove. And it's so funny because I didn't realize how much tea my mom drank until I started remembering how many times I saw her get up and go to the kitchen sink and fill it up and put it back on the stove. So she was a big tea drinker. So I'm going to make myself some afternoon tea. I'm going to make it in my little mug that, let me see if I can show this to you. This is a little hand warming mug. I bought it on the Bainbridge Island in, I almost said Ireland. The Bainbridge Island in Washington, off of Seattle, Washington. So, a little bit of story, I don't know. So I'm gonna make myself some afternoon tea. Oh, yeah, so what I was gonna say, that's the ADHD, telling stories that have little to do with nothing because I can't remember what I was actually gonna say. What I was actually going to say is that I am working really hard on cutting out caffeine out of my diet. Not dark chocolate, but like coffee. I already talked about the soda thing. It's gone. It's all gone. I'm not buying any more. But now coffee is going to be my culprit. That's going to be a hard one. So I'm doing caffeinated tea. So I'm going to try to wean off of coffee onto caffeinated tea. However, I am going to do something in a few minutes that will help me with that endeavor. So hang on, let me just go ahead and get these carrots. Here's the carrots. Let me just go ahead and get them smashed and put away where they belong. Hey baby, they're too hot right now. They're too hot. I'm just gonna mash them a little bit, okay? And then you can have it for your dinner tonight. Another little off topic, I did create a little recipe with valerian root and chamomile. And so this was my own recipe. So these are cookies for Louie. They're nighttime, they're bedtime biscuits. So I did create this. I put some apples and some persimmons in them because he loves those. And so I was really excited about it, and I gave him one and it didn't work. So then I gave him, about a half an hour later, I gave him another one. And then all of a sudden, just my anxiety kicked in, and I was just like, oh my God, what if I've overdosed him? What if I've given him too much? What am I doing? I'm gonna kill my dog. How do I explain this? How do I explain what I've done? It didn't even work. They're so mild, they don't even work on him, even 2 of them. However, he loves them, so he keeps asking for them. So that's always good. So he was just here asking for one. Be nice, take it nice. Good boy, good boy. So there's the mashed carrots. I'll put them in the refrigerator, and then I'll put a little dollop on each time I feed him. I mean, not every time, because I like to mix it up. Like I said, I give him apples, and I give him pumpkin puree, and I give him persimmons. Yeah. He's back asking for more. He can't have more. He can't just eat cookies all day long. Although my mom let me eat cookies all day long. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I am going to move this down a little bit. I'm going to take some dandelion root, and you can see what it looks like. So this is dandelion root already chopped up. It comes, you know, it can come in a powder, it can come in the actual root, which is wonderful when I start. I don't know. I sometimes I don't even know, like, if the universe is just laughing at me. Everybody on planet Earth is eradicating dandelions from their yard, and I'm trying to grow them in my yard, and I can't. I've tried 3 years in a row to grow dandelions, and I can't grow them. Anyway, okay, so I did purchase this from Rosemary Gladstar. I think it's Mountain Herbs. I don't know. I think it's Mountain Herbs. So anyway, so it's all organic. It's all sourced properly. And so this is just the root chopped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto this baking sheet, and I'm going to roast it. So once my oven hits 350, I'll put it in there for about 30 to 40 minutes, and I'll go in about every 10 minutes and stir it up a little bit, just so that it kind of gets heat all over the place. And then once it's all roasted into its deep, smoky, chocolatey flavor, I will take it out, let it cool off, and then I'll grind it. So here's a comparison of the color. And this is just my first batch. I'll do this again probably a couple more times, and then once everything is roasted, I will grind it. So it looks like the second batch is done, so we're good to go. So I'm done with my second batch, and I want to take this opportunity to say that, as with all herbs, you have to follow your own instinct and do your own research. And dandelion isn't for everybody, and it's not. It's just not suitable for everybody. So please do your own research, follow your own instincts. If you have any questions or any reservations about what you're doing, talk to a professional. And yeah, so this is just what I do, or this is just what I'm doing, or what I have done. So I'm going to now put this in with the other batch, and I'm going to grind it up, and then I'm going to make my coffee substitute. So this is where I'm going to store my coffee once I grind it. So I'm going to get that prepared. So here's my ground roasted dandelion. You can put chicory in there, you can put cinnamon in there, you can put just really anything you want to put in there with it. You can drink it. You can actually use it just like coffee. You can put it in your percolator if you do a percolator. I'll probably use a French press because that's my brewer of choice. So anyway, yeah, so if you do decide to try this, like I said, check with your doctor first, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, do your research and make sure that you're okay to consume this. Before you do, you make a decision to make your own dandelion root coffee. And if you do decide to do it, let me know what you think of it. Enjoy.